Chapter 32. Ellie. He was gone when I woke up. I shouldn't feel bad about that, but I do. He snuck out without waking me, and it hurt me. But I have no right to be hurt. It's just sex, and I told him I didn't want him to stay the night in my room. He must have really worn me out, because it's already late when I wake up. I shower and get dressed before I head down to find some breakfast. "Good morning, Ellie," Charlie says as I enter the kitchen. "There's a breakfast pie here if you want a piece." "Sounds great, I'm starving." Charlie cuts me a piece of the pie, and I sit down at the breakfast bar. "You won't believe what George did." She's smiling from ear to ear. "What?" She pulls out the necklace. "He gave me this. We said we wouldn't buy gifts for each other, and he found the most thoughtful present." I smile. "I know. He showed it to me."
"You knew he had a gift for me, and you didn't tell me."
I shrug. It was a surprise. She studies the rose quartz. "Do you know George doesn't know a thing about crystals? He doesn't believe in them. He thinks it's silly." I take a bite of the pie. It's delicious. But he took the time to learn about them, so he could get something meaningful to me. I'm starting to think he's a really good guy. I love him, Ellie. There's nobody else I would rather have by my side. I stare at my pie as I poke at it. "What's wrong?" "Nothing," I say. "It's just. My dad used to say that about Mom."
"Oh, honey."
She hugs me tightly. "I'm sorry. This must have been such a rough Christmas for you." "Actually, it hasn't been so bad." "Good. Now how about we go do some proper shopping and maybe hit the spa?" "Sounds like a plan." We spend the day going from store to store, and I find a few items for Jenna and Lydia. I already gave them Christmas presents, but I'm in a strange mood, and I just want to get them little things I think will make them happy. There's a small Italian place with views of the slopes, and we get a table with all of our bags and packages. We put in our orders and watch as the skiers slowly move in and out of the trees as the trail curves. It's just starting to snow, large flakes gently float to the ground. Charlie's phone chimes and she checks it.
"Oh no."
"What's wrong?" I ask.
"It's my assistant."
Apparently something's come up. I hate to do this, but I have to get back to the house right away so I can deal with it. "Do you want to stay and enjoy the lunch?" "On me, of course." She pulls out a wad of cash and hands it to me. "Oh, are you leaving?" Knightley comes up to our table with a couple of bags of his own and some melting snowflakes in his hair. "Oh, this is perfect," Charlie says. "I can leave Ellie here with you. You came for lunch, right?" "I did, but..." "Great. I ordered the Tuscan bean soup and focaccia with tomatoes. You can change it if you want." "Oh, no soup sounds fine." Charlie grabs her bags and waves as Knightley is left standing confused by the table. "I really don't need a babysitter," I say. He laughs. "Well, I could do with some soup." He sits down opposite me. "Have you been doing some shopping?" I ask and gesture at his bags. "Yeah," he looks contemplative. "I'm trying to find some presents for Winters and his sister." Winters is easy. I know what he likes, but shopping for a girl is hard. I laugh at the pain on his face.
"What did you come up with?"
He pulls out a pair of green oven mitts. I stare at them.
Look at his face.
And stare at the oven mitts again. Does she love to cook?" He shrugs.
"Not really."
"I don't know." I frown. "Maybe we'll return those then. Oven mitts are not a suitable gift for anyone. But they have books on them. She's always saying she wants to read more." "She likes to read, so you thought oven mitts?" He grimaces. "Will you help me?" I nod seriously. "I will." "Wait, is this for no sister? Emma, right?"
"You know her."
"I've met her a few times. She does not seem like a girl who would appreciate oven mitts." "Fair enough." We chat a bit about this and that and eat our lunch. Afterwards, we hit the stores again and we find something more appropriate for Emma. So she's just a friend? I ask. She's Winter's little sister. Ah. He shakes his head. She's not looked at me once like that. To her, I'm her annoying brother's annoying friend. Well, maybe she'll tolerate you a bit better after she gets this bracelet. You don't think it's too much? It's a great gift. Not too showy or pricey. Just nice. I shrug. I'll have to trust you on that one. It hadn't been hard to find a gift for Emma. She's a girly girl. She loves jewelry, fashion, and makeup. And as soon as Knightley saw the bracelet, his face lit up. Are you done with your Christmas shopping? He asks and gestures to my bags. Considering Christmas was yesterday, so yes. Right. I like that we didn't do any gifts here. It takes so much pressure off. Yeah, I like that too. I'm glad Dee invited me. You're pretty close friends, aren't you? Yeah. We didn't know each other before we moved in together. Listen, he turns to me and we stop. Is there something going on between the two of you? My mouth drops open. Why do you ask? I don't know. I just get this feeling that you have secrets together. Not really. I don't know what Dee's told him, and I don't want to be the one to out him. We had the film class together. And sometimes we watch the movie together. But that's about it. Right. He narrows his eyes and studies me until I swallow. He's a good guy, you know. We continue walking and I release the breath I had been holding. I'm sure. No, I mean it. He comes off as cold and arrogant sometimes, but that's just because he's shy. Shy. He always looks out for his friends. He'll pick us up when we're drunk, and get us drunk if we're heartbroken. Will he now? I smiled to myself. Yeah, and he's saved me from getting my ass kicked a few times. Or gotten his ass kicked alongside me. He laughs. He's even saved us from women.
You need saving from women?
He keeps an eye out for us. And always warns us if he thinks they're playing us. Like just recently, he found out this woman was playing our roommate. She was only after his money, and who knows how badly he would have been hurt if Dee hadn't seen right through her. Sounds like he cares about you. I silently wonder who Noah had been seeing. There had been a few different women recently, so I guess it was one of them. He does. Especially Julian. When he found out his girlfriend was nothing more than a gold digger, he wouldn't let him throw away his life. So he convinced him to break up with her. Ellie. I feel sick. I can't move. We're in the street with people passing by, and my ears are ringing. Knightley's words echo in my ears, and I struggle to breathe. Ellie, are you okay? He puts a hand on my arm and I jerk to the side. I take 3 steps towards a trash can and my lunch comes back up. Shit, Knightley says and pats my back awkwardly. Did you eat something bad? Was it the carbonara? I close my eyes and try to order my thoughts. I have to have misunderstood. Knightley hands me a tissue and I wipe my mouth. Sorry, I don't have any water, he says. I can go get some. Wait here. He runs off to a nearby restaurant while I replay his words. Especially Julian. His girlfriend was a gold digger. Maybe it happened earlier. I have to make sure. Knightley hands me a bottle and I uncap it and rinse my mouth. What did you mean by calling Julian's girlfriend a gold digger? I ask. Oh shit. You know her, don't you? I shouldn't have said anything. So Dylan convinced Julian to break up with Jenna. He backs up a step. Yeah. But it was all for the best. I'm sure she agrees. I'm going to get us a car so we can head home. You probably need to rest. I only nod as he runs off again. The entire ride home, Knightley assures me he didn't mean to offend my friend, that it's not a bad thing to want to find a spouse who can provide, but that Julian is too gullible and Dee was only trying to protect him. I don't answer. I just close my eyes and lean my forehead against the cool glass. When we reach the house, he carries my bags inside. Look, Ellie. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean. Just shut up. I hold up a hand to stop him. Just never mention it again. He nods. Tell everyone I'm not feeling well and that I need to rest. I will. Do you want me to bring you anything? Just leave me alone. I grab my bags and feel like I'm climbing Mount Everest as I take the stairs. I barely make it to my room before tears stream down my cheeks. He did this. He hurt Jenna. I sat with her for hours and hours, assuring her there was nothing wrong with her, that these things sometimes happen. And it was all because of him. I throw a bag across the room. He hurt my friend. And not only did he hurt her, he didn't even ask me about it. He didn't even look her up. A simple search could have prevented all of this. I lay down on the bed and let the tears flow. Not only for Jenna, but for what has been broken inside me.